morning. This is Starlight from Canyon Lake, Texas. And today we are going to make enchiladas. This is a great specialty in the South and the border. In fact, my family has always loved Mexican food. We say we have to get Mexican food fix almost every week. Anyway, today we're making enchiladas. And I'm going to begin, I have them all, everything prepared. I've grated the cheeses. I've cut the onions up. I have my tortillas. These are corn tortillas, not flour, corn. And I have some hot oil here. I noticed that most of the chefs dip their tortillas in the gravy, but I don't. I like to dip it in the hot oil. I was taught this when I lived in Alice, Texas, by a man that made these wonderful enchiladas, and I've always dipped mine in oil. You put about 2 cups of water and about 3 or 4 tablespoons of corn oil, and you heat it and you dip your tortillas in it. You just leave it for a minute because you don't want the tortillas to come apart. So you just dip them in there, and I always put a little onion in the middle and a little of the Velveeta cheese. Now you can use any Velveeta cheese that you want, but today I'm using the Mexican Velveeta cheese. And I put a little bit in the middle like this, and you roll it up very carefully, and it's very easy to roll, and you put it in your casserole dish with the one side down so that it won't come apart. So I'm going to dip all of these in the hot oil. I'm going to put my onion, my cheese, Velveeta cheese, and you keep rolling these and putting them in your casserole dish. It is a wonderful, wonderful dish to serve your family or at parties or just any time you get hungry for Mexican food, which I stay hungry for Mexican food. You're going to set your oven at 350 degrees, and you're going to bake these approximately 20 minutes. You want to bring them to where they're good and bubbly and hot. Don't overcook them, just about 20, maybe 30 minutes. It all depends on your stove. But I usually just check them about 20 minutes into the cooking. Now, I also have some small casserole dishes that is wonderful for individual places, which is great. I know all of you don't have the dishes, but they're wonderful if you can find some. And it just makes a great deal for one person. Okay, I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 in here. Then, I like a lot of onions in mine, so I'm going to put some onions on this. Not a lot. You don't have to chop the onions real fine in this dish. Just chop your onions and spread them over your tortillas. Then, I'm going to take my chili, which I have heated. I use Wolf Brand chili. I have always liked that because I find that makes the best enchiladas. Now, some of the if you can ever find someone that makes these wonderful chilies that the Mexicans make, that is great too. But I just always go down and buy some Wolf brand chili. Now you don't want to get the ones with the beans. You get the ones without the beans. And you don't put any water in it, you just heat it really good. Then you're going to put a lot of cheddar cheese on top. It's just, I mean, spread it real good all around, because this is really what makes this wonderful dish. Spread it. It takes, I would say, about 2 cups. If you need any more, you can. It all depends on what size casserole dish you use. But I shredded about 2 cups. And that's going to be just about right. And then we are going to put this in a 350-degree oven, as I said. And we're going to bake it about 20 minutes. And I'll be back in a minute to show you how beautiful this is and what a wonderful dish. Mexican enchiladas. Alright, I'm going to put it into the oven. And now it's time to eat the best enchiladas that you have ever eaten. I guarantee you. Oh, and they're all so beautiful, beautiful. Just look at that. All that good chili, all that good onions and tortillas. Yummy, yum, yum.